James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, my weekly vlog feature. This is about being fearless. Stay tuned. You know, I'm asked sometimes why I'm doing other subject matters that are maybe somewhat related or intersecting wine or maybe not wine. And I think that's really, the important part of it. It's a symbolic beverage as well as a real beverage to enjoy and to share with others. I think for me, I really bring this out many ways because wine has been a fearful thing. Until a generation ago or so, people were fearful about bringing the wrong wine to maybe the in-laws or to a friend's house, or maybe the wine wasn't good enough, or I'm not sure which wine to select for this particular meal. And I think because that was instilled with a snob culture of wine, and I think that unfortunately is still with us today. A lot of people would say that doesn't exist, but it truly does, especially when you, and it doesn't mean that the professionals like a sommelier or a wine director. It means that cultural view of wine being very particular, very point of view. That is, if one doesn't have my point of view on something, then it's probably not the right point of view. And that's a really bad thing to have. Life is so interwoven with so many topics, and I think that's really the takeaway here, and that's to look towards something that's very different, unique, and uplifting. So ultimately, when I look at fear, I say fear not. Fear not. Now ultimately, I think if you do have a fear in something, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, the old adage is, well, you're fearful of something because it's a defense mechanism, but ultimately, taken too far, it becomes a deterrent from doing things for yourself and having that level of confidence. So if you have that sense of fear, what I really recommend, and I do so myself, is find a deeper connection to those around you as well as yourself, and find examples of how people operate with a sense of fearlessness. Not a sense of stupidity, but a sense of taking the right amount of risks, and also not being fearful of every single outcome and be paralyzed by fear. So that's kind of like 1A, 1B. Not being paralyzed by fear is really essential, because ultimately, if you are, it'll show, and people really kind of either are, distracted by that, or really take example from or with that, or away from that. And ultimately, take a deep breath and have faith in yourself. That would be my big number 2. And number 3, fear is paralyzing. So choose the opposite. Instead of being paralyzed, take action, and take action with certainty and believe in yourself. And I think I say this because I've been there, and it's really important to find those examples. I found, and we would not have wine today if everyone was fearful of, not making wine correctly. Instead, we live in a different world where people do, take that sense of, I would say, a different path from fear. So thank you so much for watching today. Stay tuned for more. I love your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you for joining my community today. Also, give a like to this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's connect on other social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, as well as Instagram and WordPress. Thank you again for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Salut.